Run that bean footage. No sound. Let me interpolate this for you. Ooh. Apex flashing the goods. Look at that artwork. Hell yeah. Is this something new? Looks new to me. Hey, Kate. Hey, Fanta. Just in the house. Joseph Dredd.
Hello, hello. Welcome to Apex After Dark, everybody. As we're waiting for Matt Six Bahr to show up, we got Flyer here. Hey, how you been, pal?
Been
And
good.
let's say hello to the chat. Joseph
Fanboy.
Dredd, hey. And of course, yep, you made it all. And we have Kate and Orlando dropped by, gave it a like. Thank you. Phantasmagorical. Hello. Fanboy Prime. Hey, Fanboy Prime. Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming in tonight. Tonight.
Yeah.
And so, how was your week, Rex?
Eventful, as most, you know, weeks are nowadays. It seems like. Gonna have a major announcement tomorrow on my show.
Nice. Looking forward to hear it.
Yeah.
Looking
Yeah.
forward to it.
Chomping at
I
the bit.
I took my mom to see the new Indiana Jones movie this afternoon.
And how'd that go?
And and well, she liked it. She really liked it.
Yeah, but how about
Uh,
you?
Me, I could do without Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Yeah.
She has
Yeah.
zero sex appeal, and she's a walking stick, and she was annoying throughout the movie. It would have been better if she was out of the movie entirely. I think the best part of the movie was the first 20 minutes of it when they showed some flashbacks. They de-aged Harrison Ford in the early Indiana Jones type scene right there.
It's
It was good.
amazing what they can do with that de-aging program. It
I
really is.
know. It's really wild. It's wild. Yeah, it's. I would say it's on par with the Crystal Skull, but uh, more cringy.
Yeah, Fanta
More
says,
cringy.
"Ooh, a major announcement." You say, "Yes."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll have
Major.
to do a video after I announce it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah,
'cause
sorry,
it's gonna
Apex,
be
you had to witness that. It wasn't as bad as a lot of the critics say. I think a lot of the critics, I think on YouTube, are looking for things wrong with the movie as uh, maybe
but
some of them keep an open mind or don't keep an open mind. I entered it with an open mind, but
yeah.
it was not the best Indiana Jones movie. It was not. But
Well, Matt Barr watches all that stuff, even when
yeah,
he's warned and dissuaded against it. So he
yeah,
may come on here and say he's seen it,
yeah, he might.
and
Yeah,
in most cases he says he likes the stuff. So I don't
sure,
know.
sure. I
Uh,
mean, it had a lot of action, which is good. It it was too long. There's some
I
parts was
I heard the
boring.
last hour maybe was the best part of it, but I
Yeah,
may be crossing my wires on movies.
yeah. It was
Uh,
about the yeah. You're right. The last hour was pretty good.
yeah,
It, when they went through the portal or whatever. I don't want to give it away, but yeah, who knows how many people will be watching it. But I heard that the latest Tom Cruise Mission Impossible movie has sold out in about 7 theaters and more. So that's going to be a big number one hit for Tom Cruise. I think Tom Cruise is pretty much saving current movies nowadays
I
with
wonder
his Tom.
how the writers' strike has affected, productions like that. I guess if they were already in production or getting ready to wrap up, it didn't affect it that much. But
I don't think it did. I
it's
think a lot of.
affecting a lot of stuff in Hollywood right now.
Hmm.
As far as I know, the strike's still going on. I don't know.
As far as I know, but there's a lot of companies outside Hollywood. They could do their own movies. They don't need Hollywood anymore. They
Yeah, but
really
now
don't.
I heard China was rejecting some of the things
Yeah,
recently. Indiana Jones might have been one of them that they were.
right.
We will not show that here in China.
Who
Well, I don't
cares?
know if it was that movie or some other movie, but they're all the time. They're
Yeah.
flexing their muscle politically and then also with entertainment, right?
Yeah, sure. They flex their muscles. But I want to encourage everyone to buy American and make China broke again. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Buy American,
And
everybody.
I can remember when Walmart came under some heat for like one product that was made in the Philippines
Oh
because they
wow.
were like when Sam Walton was alive, it was like buy American, everything in the store is American, and they
Yeah.
got called out on that early on, and then they just slowly and a lot of the China stuff, I guess it's inevitable, especially with some of the electronic TVs and other things that come out.
I think so.
You're going to get parts in China and stuff. It's
It's
there's when you've got something complex that uses different parts. So I'm sure even back then, a lot of that stuff probably came from China because we don't produce it over here in the United States anymore.
no, we need to start producing more stuff to actually avoid this stupid supply chain problem. The
Yeah.
supply chain problem never happened when Trump was in office, and it's happening in Biden's watch. So there you go.
Well, well,
Uh,
we don't want to
so
go too political with
I don't
things,
want.
but yeah, I
I don't.
mean, it's a lot of the
Yeah,
problems that, I mean, most of the problems that we're experiencing right now are are man made.
very
They're
much
all,
so.
yeah.
That's you can avoid
It's
all that.
unnecessary, and that's the real rub about it is these things that you see are problematic, and you see that it's going to be a problem before they even implement it, and
Yeah.
it's avoidable, and yet they just step into it. It seems like every time, Ukraine, Afghanistan, things
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. I'm
Yeah,
gonna do this. A few.
war with Taiwan.
What war? No war. No. Oh, we can't have that. No.
Yeah. Well, they're buzzing us right now, you
They're
know?
they are buzzing, aren't they?
Yeah.
People are streaming tonight. I don't believe it, but I should believe it. It's Saturday.
Well,
A
you
lot of people
should believe it. You're
already.
streaming. You're
I'm
one of
streaming.
them. You're part of the
Yes, I am.
problem,
I am.
Apex.
I am part of the problem, but I'm gonna solve it with some unboxings. There you
There you
go.
go.
Some fun stuff. What did
All
I
right.
get in the
What do you
mail?
think that is? Huh? Dun, dun,
Well,
dun, dun, dun.
that could be a really fun package.
Yeah. Check the
That's
address.
what she
It
told
might be.
me the other night. but anyway, yeah. Let's
Lucky
see what
you.
this. No,
Lucky
I'm
you.
kidding.
Oh, oh.
I'm
I'm
kidding.
sorry for your
Hey,
loss.
I just.
That was a quickie. That was like, yes, I'm
That was a
announcing.
quickie.
I actually got some love and romance into my life, and then
I
yeah,
know.
I
A
shot
Michael
my own shit.
Turner. A Michael Turner cover of Project Superpowers.
Oh, yeah, and that's almost,
Awesome.
if it didn't have the S on there, it'd be a
Yeah,
Virgin cover.
it would have been.
Yeah.
I'm taking it all. Yeah, look at that. You
Oh,
got the.
wraparound cover.
I think it's no. It's
That's
actually a
wraparound,
singer.
isn't it? Oh, that's
No,
an ad.
single.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
I have that particular one. I've tried to collect all those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got what's it's the green llama, and you got the
Silver
scarab,
Scarab.
and you have that what's that phantom? What's that?
Do you think the Silver Scarab was, I don't know, was that supposed to be Blue Beetle?
No, it's a different character.
Is it a
Oh,
different character? Okay.
it's different
So
altogether.
then you got
Is this
Daredevil, and we can't call him
Phantom
Daredevil.
Lady? Is this the
That's
Masquerade? Masquerade, that's her name.
Masquerade, right? Yeah, they called her
Yeah,
another name in the Black
the
Terror.
death-defying devil, and oh yeah, I think it's the Black Terror, isn't it?
Right, that Michael Turner. I didn't realize he did one
He
because
did a
he's
cover.
passed away in his 30s.
It's his posthumous Michael Turner cover.
Yeah,
Beautiful
that's
job.
right. I've got to get that one. What
God
issue
bless you.
number is that?
That is issue 0. It's a 0 issue.
Zero
So,
issue. Okay. Well,
yeah,
I might have it. I've got a lot of that
death-defying.
stuff in there.
Beautiful artwork by who's drew the inside of this? It's very let's see, interior art Doug Klaba and Steven Sadowski. Oh yeah, and of course paintings by Alex Ross. But
Now,
yes, it's pretty good.
where did you order this from?
Hip comic. I think I ordered it through an auction. I won it. It was like I don't know. It was like a couple of
Fanboy
dollars.
Prime. Wow, that was a quick trip. He says, "All right, back had to run into a grocery store." Okay,
Wow,
so
it's faster than a
I
grocery
guess he
store.
was watching us mobily.
Wow. Wow,
and
thanks for
ran into the
watching.
grocery store and came back out.
That's dedication. Thanks, Fanboy
Yeah,
Prime.
you'll have to
Wow.
go back and watch the replay. You missed a lot, fanboy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of
More, I'm
stuff.
trying to get you more view
Oh
minutes
my
there,
gosh.
AJ.
Yeah, I need more views. Lord have mercy. Let's
I don't
open
know. I
another
think you're
box.
knocking it out of the park. I think you got pretty good views on your videos, don't you?
I yeah, I need to make a new one though.
Yeah.
I mean, new short video. I've been kind
Talk
of
to
lacking.
Fanta how to do that. She's dropping like 3 or 4 every day, but they're
God, she's
short.
so good at it.
They're
Fanta,
shorts though, they're real short videos.
Fanta gets
Hit
better all the time when at her channel.
She's
She really does.
slanging that algorithm.
She's smanging the algorithm.
Yeah, I
Smanging
got
that
that.
algorithm, Fanta.
Yeah.
Fanta. Yeah. All right. Let's do
Keep
another
those Gemini
box.
Millers. You might
I'm
want
keeping them.
to
I'm keeping
repurpose
all of
those
them.
for film bat
Oh, I do.
or some other
Trust me.
project. Yeah.
Trust me.
You
Yeah,
probably
I'm
got a
keeping
warehouse by now.
warehouse. If I have a space for a warehouse, that'd be great.
I said there in breakfast with Brian, I would try to be here. Okay.
Oh, really?
And he's here.
Oh, all
So
right.
it's
Breakfast with
awesome.
Brian. Is that a show? Breakfast
We'll
with
try
Brian.
and give you quality content, fanboy.
Thanks. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And while you're at it, you might want to
Oh,
check
like,
out my
subscribe.
channel as well.
Check out Rex's channel, Devil Flyer Momentum, on
Yeah.
the YouTubes.
I'll drop the link to that. And of
I
course, you
have
already have Apexes here. Subscribe to
yes,
him.
Morbius Revisited. These are reprints of the Morbius classic tales from Adventures into Fear.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah,
So
nice.
when did this book come out?
Came
In
out
the 90s?
in the 90s. Yeah.
Yeah, that was part of.
Barker and Palmiotti. I don't know if it's Peter or Jimmy, or
Could be Jimmy because he does ink stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Now you're watching
And-
for Matt Bahr back in the back, right? If he shows up.
Yeah, I'm watching for him. He's not even showed up yet.
Okay.
Kazar, Astonishing Tales number 20. Kazar. It's a good one.
John Romita Sr. cover.
John Romita Sr. Yeah.
He passed away a few weeks ago.
God rest his soul.
Yep.
Yeah. There's a Texas Rex's channel. His link.
Texas Rex. T-Rex.
Texas Rex. T-Rex Tex Rex.
Tex Rex.
Yeah.
Tex. Yeah.
Tex Rex Tex. Okay, we'll do one more.
Okay. Do them all. Do it.
Why not? All right,
Might
this
as
is Quality Comics. Ooh,
Don't hold back.
Love it. Quality Comics here. There you go. Yeah, I've seen worse movies, but this wasn't really the worst movie I've seen. The Indiana Jones, I mean, it could have been better, a shorter movie.
It's amazing that an actor, he's in his 80s, isn't he?
He's 80 years old. I think he's 81 this year.
Okay,
July
can be an
2nd.
action star, still,
It was kind of hurt to see him try to run when he's that age. I mean,
really?
Poor guy.
Thank you, fanboy.
At least he has 1923 to fall back on. That's a good show. 1923 on, what was it, on Paramount Plus? You ever catch that? That's the that's a Yellowstone prequel, 1923.
Okay. Yeah, Yellowstone with Kevin Costner.
Yeah,
they've had about like 5 or 6 seasons, haven't they?
I think they've really.
Because I've seen Yellowstone in Walmart, season 1 through 5.
Astonishing Tales 11. Kazar.
Yeah, of course. I had that one where he's coming. I mean, that's a great Gil Kane where.
Nice Gil Kane. Loves Gil Kane.
Yeah,
Good stuff, man.
I like his compositions and stuff. I think he's the premier Bronze Age cover artist myself.
I agree. Yeah. It looks like this looks a little bit like Vince Coletta inking. What do you think?
That may be somebody like Frank Koa though, or something.
Koa, maybe. Yeah. I see. I don't see a credit on here, but yeah. It looks like something he would do. Yeah. All right.
Well, if it would have the G with the dot under it. If he had drawn and inked it himself.
Yeah, he would.
Which later in the 80s he did a lot more of that early.
He did. I think he inks a lot with
Fizz Pop in the house. Ooh,
Fizz
Kazar
Pop.
next up. Fizz
Yeah,
Pop.
man.
Fizz Pop
Fizz
one.
Pop.
Fizz
Fizz
Pop.
Pop. Should have
Pop.
made a Kazar. I agree. Fizz Pop. Yeah, they should have made a
Kazar as a
Kazar.
character, he goes all the way back to the 30s. He
Late
was in the
30s, wasn't
he was in the pulps.
he? Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was like Tarzan knockoff. Of
See,
course,
it's all
Tarzan came out in the book
blonde,
1990.
right?
Yeah, for the very first time, and they made a silent movie.
Deep Tracks Comics. Deep Track.
Elmo
Love it.
Lincoln, I think, played Tarzan. Elmo
Really?
Lincoln in that
I'm a Lincoln.
1919 silent film. Yeah,
Sounds like a farmer. Elmo Lincoln.
yeah, I know. Here's my son Elmo. Well,
So Elmo.
you
Yeah.
know my my half sister, biological sister, contacted me for the first time on the 30th.
That was great. I'm glad you got the experience. That's
Yeah.
good
Well,
contact.
where was the connection with that? What were we
And
just saying?
she gave you some Kazar comics. No, I don't
No.
know. Well, no? Okay.
No, but she has read comics. Yeah.
That's right. She has.
Fizz,
Yeah.
Fizz Pop says he was Timely's first repeating character.
Oh, Kazar was. I never realized that. Yeah, I think you're right on that. Besides, they had Angel, the guy with the mustache. He's kind of a
Right.
debonair
Yeah.
with a red cape on.
Yeah.
Carries some 6 shooters and did his way of justice.
Always cut toward yourself, Apex.
Yeah, cut toward me.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Good advice.
It's a stabbing action.
With stabbing action.
Stabby. Don't be stabbing.
Now, do
Abby
you
with
get
the
on
stabbies.
Twitter much, Apex?
Only with invitations. Yeah, off and on. I do. Yeah.
Okay. So they have a stabby vest now that they were demonstrating on there where the guy's stabbing him with different
I've
things.
seen that.
Have you seen it? Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's kind of like a bulletproof vest, but it's for like stabbing.
Stabbing.
Yeah. Blunt objects.
Right.
Yeah.
Protect yourself from the blunt objects.
Kind of like my wit. It's blunt. And sometimes it can get pointed.
Marvel team up. Human Torch and the Son of Satan.
Oh, another Gil Kane cover.
Satan. Gil Kane. Extraordinary Gil Kane cover. That's a beautiful cover.
I love it when he does
foreshortening.
When he does Human Torch, because Human Torch is basically just the human form on fire.
It is.
And Gil Kane had a good, he just had a good. I mean, look how he's. I don't know, that's kind of problematic. Can your spine bend that much?
According to Gil Kane, it can.
I guess. Look where his buttocks is, and then how he's
twisting his torso.
But that's pretty severe.
That's very severe.
I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong.
Well, the Son of Satan's projecting a severe blast at the torch, so yeah, he's going to contort and twist out of the pain.
But you have to be. And I mean, your spine can only twist so much, right?
That's quite a twist.
It is. I like it. It's just like, would it be anatomically? Could you do that? I guess you could.
It's anatomically fantastic.
And then there is comic book logic, right?
That is. That's just part of comic book logic, folks. I don't think you'd see anyone twist like that in real life. But yeah.
I wonder what parents thought back in the day, Apex, with Mommy, will you buy this Son of Satan comic for me?
I stayed away from it in the 70s. I'm like, I don't like the devil stuff.
No, Apex, I've got a couple of stories. My very first thing was a Marvel magazine. It was Vampire Tales #5, and it had also photos from movies like Count Yorga and stuff where people were bloodied and bludgeoned and bit and
a lot of
and it was in black and white, but it was it was monster stories. And then my first comic book was Werewolf by Night Annual #2, which had an upside down cross, Satanist with
Oh
a
wow.
human sacrifice woman, and he's getting ready to stab her, plus the two monsters on the cover.
Oh
And
my God.
and I'm asking, Grandma, will you buy that? You don't want to buy this.
No, we
It's
don't buy that crap.
full of Satanism.
Phil Fop once says, "Great Gil Kane story. From what I've heard, he was the first comic artist to sell his original art at fan meetups." I believe it.
Hmm.
Pre Comic Con, big time. Rolando Flores, hey, how you doing?
Hey,
How you doing? And let's see, I have another one to show. I have, of course, Nova number 12 is Spider-Man appearance.
there you go. Now that is a classic, if I believe that's John Buscema cover.
John Buscema. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's John Buscema.
and I hope to do a book on him
They're fighting in
here.
a library for some reason. Looks like a library. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a classic icon, and it was featured in How to Draw the Marvel Way by
I
John
remember
Buscema.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, this was in the book.
it was.
It's an iconic cover.
Yeah, Black Hat Cinephile says Son of Satan is a beta boy. He impersonates Lucifer to the Satanists. I know. I want to know. Yeah, no
Hey,
doubt.
Black Hat.
No doubt.
I didn't see Black Hat in my chat today. I missed him.
He's in my chat right now. Thanks
I
for coming in.
know that makes it all right.
Yeah, that's
He might
fine.
have been lurking. He might have been working
I think he
on
does.
Saturday though.
Working and lurking. Some people work on Saturday.
Great
Yeah.
cover. How to draw the Marvel. How to draw comics the Marvel way. It showed all the rejected covers. Yeah, you got some
Oh, it did.
personal, unpublished stuff. That was awesome.
There's a lot of that too. All these
Yeah, I've
companies
got
keep things
some, and I hope to
unpublished.
publish it in books here pretty soon.
Me too. I got several unpublished
He
stuff.
says, "Hey,
Crazy.
I've been at the store."
Yeah, he's been at the store. Got to get some stuff at the store.
He also says the son of Satan is a beta boy. He impersonates Lucifer. Oh, you already read that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
He's Satan.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't wait to get super chats. I don't know when I'll get them.
Yeah.
I'm over 500, right?
And can you imagine his father calls him up and says, "Hey, you're mocking me. You're making me look bad.
Stop mocking me, son."
Stop. I'm supposed to be Lucifer, Satan, the fallen angel, the ultimate evil, and you're sporting no t-shirt.
Look, yeah, he's sporting
Yeah.
no shirt. Just
No shirt. And he's got a pentagram though branded into his chest.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
This
go.
is Son of Satan with the little cape and red pants.
Now,
and
see, that's
yellow
great.
boots.
Look at that leg that's so close to you. Look at the line thickness on
like
the
that.
outside of it, emphasizing that leg being
Yeah.
closer to you. Good stuff. I like it.
That's some real art. That's real art that Marvel doesn't do
Gil
anymore.
Kane was the beast,
I know,
in the
man.
70s for Marvel. And he was
Such a
so
beast.
prolific with those covers.
Yeah.
I don't know
what's
what I
his
got
current
behind me, but it
project?
looks like wings on my hat.
Wings?
If I'm like
I'm
right
gonna
here,
look-
do you
Look
see
at
those
it.
little things like that? Well, now when you make it up close, you can't see it.
Oh, okay.
I guess
Wings?
see,
Oh,
yeah,
because
just
you
see
have
the
your background.
yeah, the background, it looks like I've got wings on my hat.
That's cool. Maybe we could fly. The flying hat.
Well, I mean,
Great.
Submariner has them on his ankles and he flies. So
Yeah.
why not? And then the Flying Nun, she had a habit hat that would
wrapped
cause her
around
to fly.
her neck and stuff, so she got able to lift her up. If you have
Yeah,
a flying hat, it would just lift
It
off
still
your head.
didn't make her over 4'8" in height.
No, it
I mean,
didn't.
she was a tiny little type.
She was
She
tiny.
still is.
Yeah, she's a tiny girl. What's the part of his current project? What project are you talking about, Black Hat?
His
You have a
project, his comic book.
Oh, what's he doing?
Ooh, I don't know. I mean, you'll have to go over to Black Hat and check it out. He's got a
May have
YouTube
to.
site.
That's right. Everyone subscribe to Black Hat Cinephile.
He's had several drops up there. And
Oh yeah.
I've been watching a monster video over there, made for TV pilot that he
Really?
put up there as a video. As his featured video.
All right. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, you're modded, Black Hat.
There you
And
go. Get that wrench.
get a wrench. Hey, Michael Dietz.
Yeah, go ahead and drop your link to your YouTube.
YouTube's,
like
yeah,
that if
exactly.
you're where you can do that. Maybe you'll pick up some
Right.
subs.
Yep.
I don't think he needs any subs though, man. He's probably got a ton of them over there. I can't remember
Probably does
how
have a
many.
ton. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think
Does he
he's
have a
got
ton?
nearly 2,000. I'm not sure.
What? Whoa, Black Cat does? Or
Possibly,
Fistful?
if I'm
Really?
remembering right. I may
Wow.
not be remembering right.
Wow. Says Riffle
I
Gal
just subbed to him the other day.
impersonates Samuel to Arthur Reddenfield's satanic father. When Arthur was a kid, when adult Arthur finds out, he laughs hysterically. That's deep. Oh, oh, oh,
Have you
oh.
ever thought about, what does Satan's laugh sound like?
It probably sounds like that. Oh, 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 oh. Well, it probably be a high lilt to his voice. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
on the
really think
radio, they're running an ad, and he said, or like Satan wants to buy your soul, and he says, $15 is all I could do. And he says, oh, okay. Would you sell your soul for
so,
$15?
no, I will not sell my
No, I
soul
don't
at
think. I think
all.
it's worth more than
Cross
that.
Comics, hello. Save us from Satan,
And
Cross Comics.
he's the father of lies. He
He
could
is the
he
father
could
of
say
lies.
$15 is the best I can do, and he can do better.
He had like 40 billion in his
Do they
bank.
use currency in hell? I don't know. He's
I
not in
don't
hell
know.
yet,
I
is he?
wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know?
I would not know.
Damn,
No.
you need to go to church, son, with your mother tomorrow.
Well, I've go to church every week. I'm fine.
And you
Yeah.
still don't know where Satan is?
What? He's probably in the hell, I guess,
Satan's
right?
the prince of the air. He's here on earth.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Right?
Oh
Yeah,
well.
well, it is unfortunate. Kind of, you know, that's all right. You got
Yeah.
authority over him. Tell him go back to hell where he came
Go
from.
back to hell, Satan.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're gonna make you crash down again.
crash.
Hmm.
Gonna
Crash on.
crash.
I couldn't resist. Sorry,
Everyone
folks.
else Satan is on a budget. Probably the economy all tanking up like that.
Yeah.
Gas has gone up like 50 cents a gallon. Can you believe that? It's nuts. Heating hell is costly. I'm sure it does. Wow. Don't they use
But
coal down
look,
there?
man, I've said it before. If we really get things turning, we could have 50-cent quarter a gallon gas again. We could if they
Yeah,
weren't so
we
greedy.
can.
I don't think we'll ever see it, but we could really have prosperity. And if I was running for president, I would say, look, we have, they say, over 300 years of fuel in the ground. Plus, we're
We do.
fracking now, which is making more. We have more natural gas than Saudi Arabia has oil. We could be energy independent. We could stay that way. In the meantime, let's make a commitment for the next 300 or 3 years. It doesn't matter. If you can find something more efficient, find it within that 300-year period, and we'll go to that. Other than that, we're going to run on gas.
Yep. I
That's what I
believe it.
tell them. They would really love
Yeah.
that.
Well, there's
If
some
you look
hydrogen.
at those, if you look, Apex, at those, and there's videos, I saw one the other day up on Twitter.
Mm.
Somebody had a meter for radiation,
Yeah.
and you go to those charging stations,
Hmm.
it's just be like being next to a high, a high voltage wire. There's radiation cooking you when you're plugged up with those things.
Wow.
Some of the
I'm,
car manufacturers this year said, this week, as a matter of fact, said, yeah, we're scaling back. Nobody's buying them. They
no,
don't
they're
need
not.
to, not with what they're doing.
That's funny. I had an Uber passenger saying that she was out of town and she tried to get a car. They're trying to sell her an electric car.
Yeah.
And so we can
Hey,
have it for
Cross.
70% less, but you have to charge it at 70%. Oh, and she's going, where am I going to charge it?
Okay.
And she
Cross
refused,
says,
like I'll pay the
Lucifer's
extra
before the
price.
Father accusing the brethren. Well, that
Right.
was in Job. I don't think that, Cross. I think he is cut off. He's cut off. Christ he can no longer come before the Father and accuse the brother.
Right.
That's the way I believe.
Black Hat says, I'm going to share that subplot publicly. It's finished three
And Job was
sequences.
a long time ago. Job was the first book written in the Bible. Most people don't know that.
Yeah,
They think Genesis was. The Bible is put together out of chronological order. There actually is a chronological Bible out there, more than one actually, that put events in
yeah,
chronological order, and they skip
yeah.
all over scripture. They do it
Okay,
line by line.
yeah.
It's awesome. Now
Huh.
sometimes I might differ on where the lines go,
Yeah.
but some of the
Black.
first go ahead.
Yeah. Black Cat says, I'm going to share that subplot publicly as it's finished three sequences in all as bait to get folks interested. The selling point is they need to book to see where those end up and relate to each other. Oh, okay. The book, I typed that. Okay. The book.
Yeah,
Is it called The Book? Oh, okay. Great. Good luck with that Black Cat cinephile.
yeah, and he's
Should be
got a lot.
fun.
If you go over there to his YouTube channel, he has a lot of his artwork posted, so you can get a
Yeah.
flavor for the book that he's working on or
Excellent.
project. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Mhm.
really
I
cool.
couldn't find him under my subs, but I'm sure he's there. But I subbed to over 400 and how many?
Yeah, I
A
subbed to him.
bunch.
I believe I have. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
double check, but yeah, pretty sure I have.
I subbed to how many? Let's see, show list.
God, I have a lot. I sub to a lot of channels.
A bunch. I mean, over four. Show
I
more.
I
Show
don't want
more.
to count. I don't want to count how many I've subbed to.
Sometimes
A
you feel
lot.
bad. Yeah.
So many. We've had millions of YouTube channels.
Oh yeah. So if you get any
Millions.
viewership whatsoever, that's incredible.
Yeah, thank goodness. Yeah,
Out of all the millions of videos made worldwide every year.
book instead
Yeah.
of two book. I'm okay. Oh, all right. Yeah,
Today we had on Telepathic Bunny Apex, and we might want to
excellent.
have him on in the future now that he's launched on Fund My Comic.
All right. Yeah.
He's in campaign mode and looking for places to come on and talk
Well, you
about
know
his
what?
project.
He could come on next week if he wants, or he can come on tonight. And I don't see Matt Bahr coming in here yet.
Yeah.
But if
Well,
he
now
wants to,
I know he was going over to do another show today
okay, yeah,
after
go come on.
mine.
I'll DM him
Yeah,
for
reach
next
out to him. Maybe we can have him on next week.
next week would be great.
If you're not doing the Uber thing, how's the Uber thing coming?
It's going good. It rained last night. I get more customers when it rains than I do when it's dry. It's supposed to rain again
Actually, I
tonight
have in my
also.
collection not one but two issues of a comic called The Book. I can't,
Really?
and they're thick little babies. Yeah, they're like square bounds. I can't really tell you what it's about because I've only bought them. I've not really
Yeah.
examined them, and read them.
Oh yeah.
And I couldn't even tell you who published it, but I do know that I have a couple comics called The Book in my
Yeah.
collection, which you
That's
can
cool.
call it The Book. Bible just means book,
It is. Yeah.
you know. That's
Black
all
Cat
Bible
says
means is book.
I sub and follow every Comicsgate creator I find. Yeah, me too. A fraction of them sub and follow back. Yeah, that's true. Same for me. Yes, that's what you do. It's good to support your Comicsgate creators like myself and Double Fly Rex and everyone in the community.
Yeah.
Yes, support our
And Black
books.
Hat. I mean, Black Hat.
Black Hat,
Black
yes.
Hat
And
puts up good content.
Fizz Pop and all these other guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Not everybody can stream like I do every day, And then most
Yeah.
people that tried Apex, they burn out.
That's true. I like to keep mine sweet and, whenever I can, not that often, and just show up and do it.
Hey, a lot of credit goes to Apex over here because he
Thank you.
said, because I came on his first live stream after, where were we at? Where we were in a chat. Was it Bancroft show? We were on in the chat and you said, I'm going to live stream after this.
Yeah, I think it was Bancroft.
Was it Bancroft?
Yeah,
So we went up from Michael Bancroft, your first live stream. I came on and I want to say, DVB, but he wasn't called DVB then.
Citizen 333.
Yeah, Citizen 333 came on with us,
He was
didn't he?
in.
I
I
think
think
so.
so.
And
Yeah.
that was December
21st of 2021.
2021, right? So we've been
That's
doing
right.
that. I've been co-hosting for over, well,
Over a year. Yeah.
yeah,
Year and a half, roughly. Yeah.
yeah, and but now you challenged me. I don't know if it
Hmm.
was on that first one, but you said
It was on the first episode.
because
Yeah,
I
it
had a
was.
YouTube and you said I want to see 2 videos by this
Hmm.
time next week, and
That's
I
right.
gave you 6. I did 6 the first week.
Ah, that's incredible.
And
Oh, yeah.
then shortly after that, I started my daily show.
Yeah, it's
Well,
good.
I think I did 4 months, and then I started my show.
Yeah. I like this networking stuff that's happening. I like it. The chat networking. That's pretty cool. That's
You know,
fantastic.
I well, I mean, look at the different creators like we've gotten to meet that otherwise you and I interviewed Steve Rude.
Oh, yeah.
We, you know, if Matt Bahr get in here, which he's
I know.
accessible, you know, we'll interview Matt Bahr. He's usually on topic lists with me on Tuesdays, but sadly,
Yeah.
while I'm working at nights now, I can no longer do that in the
Yeah.
bulk of the summer months. But
Right.
uh, come the fall, I'll be able to do it again.
Oh,
That and
yeah.
Red Valkyrie. Red Valkyrie's got an auction going on today.
That's what
Underground.
I heard. Yeah. I was in the chat last night. I was thinking, okay.
Shadowhawk was trying to buy a Rob. What's his name that did the cover for Doc for Pariah Blood and Mud?
Oh, uh,
Rob. Oh, let me check here. It
not,
was because I
not
still
Jim
have
Mouse.
the closed campaign up here for Pariah Blood and Mud. Uh,
I thought it was Jim Cox, not Jim Cox.
well,
Was it
he
Rob?
had 3,
Yeah.
you know, covers on that campaign, which will be coming to fund my comic, I think,
Yes,
for
I
a
think it
second
will.
chance offer with some more tchotchkes and stuff, different stuff.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, Matt. Okay, Doc Blaylock and Matt Crotus Croats did the, and then Matt Croats did the Jim O'Reilly. That's who
Jim
I was
O'Reilly.
thinking.
I
Jim
love that
O'Reilly
cover.
cover, and then
It's sold out.
um, Luke Stone
Luke,
and
yeah.
Carol Lee did
Carol
the
Colors,
inks
yeah.
to that. Yeah,
Good
formerly
old
Carol's Cookies. I met
Carol
her
Colors.
over here on your channel.
Yeah, you did.
Remember
Yeah,
when she was Carol Cookies?
yeah.
Share my screen and I'll show
All
what
right,
I'm talking about if you would.
let's do that. Let's see this. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
here's the Doc Blaylock drawn cover. What I like about his covers is they're colorful,
Oh yeah,
you know. And then
they are.
here's the Jim O'Reilly cover, and I swear he made the Gollum look like Doc,
It did. It does so much like him.
doesn't it? I'm
It has.
sorry, but it kind of looks like Doc, you know.
Oh, look a closer look. You know
I
his
mean, there's
style.
continuity. I mean, you know, that looks different than this because see, he's got parted hair there, which
Yeah,
is
he
really
does.
Spanish
It's a
moss.
part.
And then
Yeah,
here, yeah,
look
that
at
looks
that.
like Doc to me.
It
And then
does. Like Doc
here,
is swamp
here's
moss.
another interpretation by Luke Stone.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty awesome.
And
Luke
that's the
does like
one
a
that
good job.
Carol colored. So, and she's kind of an up and coming
She
colorist.
is. She's up and
And,
coming
but
talent.
look how colorful these covers are.
It's so good.
Every one of them
I'm
are
definitely
just,
hiring. I'm hiring Carol for FemBet. I believe
yeah.
that's.
She's
Yeah,
working
definitely.
on, um, is it Artifice right now?
I think so.
She's
If you
kind of
ever need
finishing.
Twitter, see
She's
Richard
kind of
Saul.
finishing that up, and then,
Yeah,
um, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to use her too.
yeah, she's good.
We Apex. We've come on here and we've reported the death of Neil Adams and George
Mhm.
Perez and Tim Sale and so many others. We
Yeah,
lost another one like James Hayes of our community who
James
passed away
Hayes.
earlier this year. Um,
He
and
was
I
a nice
actually
guy.
dedicated my ash can, part of the ash can to James
Mhm.
Hayes, as you know. Uh,
Yeah,
Andy A. Andy
NDA.
A passed away
Oh,
from a
lost man.
second bout of COVID. this
He's in his
this past
40s, so young. I'm
in
sorry.
his 40s, right? Yeah,
That's awful.
he was a
Yeah,
tattoo artist by trade, but he was
he's really good.
he was doing a lot of stuff. He was quick. He was gonna color that Gray Tales Blaylock story that I
Oh,
have.
let's see that. Let's see. Show it again. Oh, let's see that.
Hey,
Show
show
it.
that.
Show it.
Okay.
Show it.
Okay. So these are just copies that I
Oh, that's so
made
good.
to kind of put it in order.
Doc did
Uh,
such a great job on that book, man. That
yeah.
looks
Now
so
this will
good.
be in Devil Flyer #1.
Oh, I can't wait.
Well,
Looks so
after
good.
tomorrow's announcement, you won't have to wait much longer. But
Good.
now that I'm giving away too much, this
Okay.
story will not be one of the stories. You'll have to wait to Devil
Oh,
Flyer #1 for that, probably.
okay.
Yeah. Unless I want to make the other thing a bigger project and put this in
Okay.
it.
So
But
we
but
wait
yeah, I
till
mean,
tomorrow on your
great
show.
stuff, man. We had
Oh,
similar characters, you know.
so
His
good.
was the Golem, and
Wow.
yeah, he was the last major character, and I'd say
I could tell
last.
he really put some focus into that.
He did. He worked on it for
Did.
2 months. He fell asleep at his art desk one time,
That's a
working on my
dedicated
stuff.
artist.
Working on
Holy
my
mackerel.
stuff. You know, it wasn't even his stuff.
That'll probably happen to me when I'm drawing the Sea Demon.
And if he didn't like a panel, just like Pariah Blood and Mud, all the
He would
editing
redo
was
it.
done. He said there was one panel bothering me, and
Hmm.
he contacted Dark Gip and said, "I got to
Hmm.
finish this panel and
Hmm.
do that better for the book." He's kind of a perfectionist, you know.
He is.
He wants it to make look, you know. Of course, he comes from the painting scene. He sold
Yes.
galleries and paintings for thousands of dollars, and COVID hit,
Hmm.
and the market fell out. So he's like, "Well, I'll go back to comics," you know.
Yeah.
And he's doing both now, but um,
Yeah. His illustration work, his paintings are really good.
oh, and he's leveling up from what I
He
see. He's
is.
got a new
Yeah.
thing coming out, probably on Fun My Comic, which is Blood on the. Well, it's got two titles: Blood on the Bricks or A Damn Dirty Thing. I think they
Damn dirty thing. The 16
Damn Dirty
page
Thing is what it's been.
supplemental. A damn dirty thing. I like
Yeah,
that better. And blood bricks on the streets. That could be another story related
yeah,
to that
or a
character,
chapter within the book.
detective guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been doing some Armornaut design. Member of the Enforcer Inc.
Oh,
Armornaut. Let me look at my. Okay. Well, anyway, maybe go ahead and blow myself up so you can see this better. It's pencils. Little pencil design is Armornaut. I kind of want to go for a fin look. Of a fin on his helmet.
that fin
Oh,
looks very gun demon.
yeah. I'll stay away from that.
Yeah.
But this looks okay. I mean, what do you think?
Well, it's different.
Yeah.
Is it all going to be made out of metal?
Yeah, it's metal. It's all metal.
Okay.
Yep. The real thing.
Yeah.
Trying to redesign, make it look a little tighter. I had
Yeah.
different versions of Armornaut.
I like what you got there. It's a good start.
Thanks. But put some
Uh,
color.
you're another artist that's been leveling up.
Thanks. I'll do
I
my
have a
best.
metal character too. What? Oh,
Ooh,
that's all you get
let's.
to say. No,
Oh,
metal
oh,
angel. Metal angel
Metal
is
Angel.
yeah.
Interesting.
Now we'll see if that name sticks, but
Uh,
that was
Yeah. Fist
yeah the
Five one. I need to start doing a live stream. Not sure if I have what it takes. Yes, you do, Fist Five. If I have what it takes, you could do it.
trust me, he's
You could,
right
I
on
like.
that. Whoop, he's right on that. Everything's reversed.
I would like to see a Fist Five one string. Yeah,
Oh
buddy.
yeah,
Do it. Do it,
I'd
man.
watch it. I'd come in and say hi.
I would say, hey. My cat says, if you ever get a Twitter, yeah, there is. And nice character design. Thanks, Fist Five. Cool. Thank you.
Now, Apex, we could fill this time with just anything, but now
Can.
you and I got business to talk about
All right.
because
Interesting.
I'm talking about this crossover story with you, right?
Yes.
Two of your
Yes.
characters, two of my characters, and then of
Mhm.
course we're gonna have to have a villain, you
Oh,
know,
no problem.
because I figure the heroes are gonna fight,
Mhm.
and then the greater threat comes in, and then you have a team up book where your two characters and my team up two characters go up against Apocalypse or whatever the character is, right?
Yeah, I like to
Villain.
stay. I like to leave it into the golden age. The 40s would be
Yeah.
perfect because there's a
Well,
lot
I
of
mean,
different.
look, man, I'm surprised you hadn't done that already.
Yeah.
There are some restrictions. Now, this is a misnomer for people. There,
Mm,
you have to be careful with public domain characters.
yeah. I create.
Zorro, Zorro is public domain now,
Mm,
but you cannot emulate certain things like Frankenstein. You can tell the Frankenstein story, but it
right.
cannot look like, say, the Universal Frankenstein
No.
because they will get you. You know,
Yeah.
it
You
doesn't
have to
mean
make.
you can't have boats,
Hmm.
but they can't be on the neck. It
Right.
doesn't mean you can't have scars.
Hmm.
A flat head, but it
Right.
does not need to look like their makeup. So there are some restrictions, but I'm surprised you haven't had Black Terror. It seems like Black Terror
Right.
everybody uses, and
Right. Death
uh,
defying devil.
Daredevil,
Whatever.
yeah, and then
I love that
uh,
memory.
uh, he was called the Red Devil,
Red Devil. I'm Bill
and
Black.
AC
On him.
Comics,
Yeah.
Bill Black called him Red Devil.
I have a couple of those issues. I think in
Yeah.
my file.
Oh,
Yeah.
you remember the Sentinels of Liberty? He was doing the
Yes.
Charlton characters
He was. Yeah.
before DC bought him.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Early
hope to do a
80s.
book on him too,
That'd be
because I have
great.
unpublished artwork by him,
Yeah, you do.
unpublished covers.
Yeah, you got plenty of that stuff, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
really
do.
cool. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, yeah, of course, the Mad Max and the
Oh,
Nicholas Star were both the golden age. You can actually buy those. I gotta put a link up in
and
the
he's a
description.
movie maker, man. I
Yeah.
mean, he makes movies.
What is that? Night Vale and Garganta? Really?
Yeah,
And
signed by
Ghost?
Bill Black there in silver. I had him sign all of them, and
Did you
not on the
order it?
plastic. He signed them on the paper on the inside, the insert.
So you ordered it on his website, right?
The movies, yeah, on eBay.
Oh, really? I
Yeah,
gotta check that
look at
out.
that. I mean, and it's not all his stuff. Like
See
here's
that?
here's the movie serial.
Oh, wow. Betty and
I have
that's two.
over 80 signatures. I said, well, could you sign it?
Oh
And
my
he signed
god,
everything.
that's
You
so
know,
cool.
there you go. Night
Night
Vale.
Vale.
You
I'll
remember
have to
Night
see
Vale?
that. Yes, I do.
Film Force is the oldest running continual female team
That's
in
true.
comics, celebrating 200 issues now.
200. Wow.
200. They've been running for 40 years.
I
Metal
do.
Gypsy. And
Oh,
this was part
Gypsy.
of the Angel Avengers.
Angel Avengers.
Angel
Interesting.
Angel Avengers, Metal
Yeah.
Gypsy. That's
Fizz
a good
Pop.
one.
Bill Black. He loves the Bill Black books. Was a big fan of Americomics. Oh yeah, I like Americomics.
Monster Gorilla.
Monster Gorilla.
Yeah. All signed by Bill Black.
Some guy in a monkey suit, but looks very
Oh
menacing.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
he lives in Florida, so he films a lot of this, and some of
Yeah.
these were done years ago. But he's
Oh
always filming these kind of B low budget, you know.
yeah. I like
He
those.
he's like Roger Corbin,
Yeah.
you know,
He is.
damsels in
Damsels in
distress.
distress.
Yeah. And see, it's
That's
got some of the
crazy.
old serial stuff, but it's also got his Stormy Tempest, which is
Oh,
did not
Stormy
sleep with
Tempest.
Donald Trump.
That's her little
That
stage
was
name.
Stormy Daniels, not
Right.
Stormy Tempest.
Temptress. No,
I just
no.
want to make that clear.
That's right. Fist Pop says I started collecting his fanzines from the 70s. Yeah, he did some
Look at that
fanzines.
Blood Fiend.
Oh, wow. Look at that. I wonder how much
Yeah.
that goes. Like, what are they, like $20 a pop for each one?
No,
Each
I
show?
don't think I think you can get them. I haven't checked in a while, but I think
Yeah.
he's pretty. Here's an old serial, Mysterious
Mysterious
Island.
Island. Oh, wow.
That's a good one.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's a good one. 15 thrilling chapters from the 50s.
Really?
Invaders from Saturn plot to conquer the world.
Ooh, that's happening right now,
The Jules Verne science fiction thriller, Mysterious Island, with a twist.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's got a twist. Definitely.
And also Black Hawk.
Oh, damn.
Kirk,
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Yeah.
he
I
played
remember.
Superman.
What's his name? Kirk Ellen.
Kirk
He was
Allen,
Black
yeah.
Hawk also. I didn't
He played
realize that.
Black Hawk and he played Superman in 2 or 3 times, and he was
Yeah,
in the Christopher Reeve Superman in a cameo
he was on a
with
train,
on the
wasn't
train as
he? Yeah.
like Lois's father. Yeah, that was Kirk Allen.
Wow, that's
Uh,
crazy.
I have a reel. Remember, you put reels,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
got his address 3 times on it. His address and name, Bill Black, signed 3 times on it, and it's a
Wow,
couple of chapters or one chapter of Black Hawk on the
that's
film. He,
that's wild.
the Lost Planet. He even signed that one,
Oh, hell yeah.
and that's
Conquer
just a
space.
serial. He didn't, but now he produces these things.
Yeah.
Puts and as you know, with AC Comics, he
Mhm.
reprints a lot of the Golden Age stuff that
I
you're
have some of
talking
that
about.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
Minuteman and a bunch of those Green Llama,
Look at
etc.
that.
Oh, Mayoka.
Yeah.
Oh, lost amulet or of yeah. Wow.
Look,
Nice
another
title.
monkey suit.
Oh, monkey suit
Showing a
villain.
little knee there, huh? Huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Dr. Monkey.
yeah. I just happen to have these handy. Space Heroes, TV
I gotta
Space
run.
Heroes,
Take it easy, guys. We'll see you later, Fizz Pop One. Thanks
Space
for coming in.
Patrol, Captain Video, Space Cadet.
Oh, really? Space
Yep.
Heroes. Oh,
All
okay.
these I got from Bill Black on eBay.
You said you got 80
Back in
movies?
2014 and 15. I've got over 80 signatures by him.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's another Nyoka. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh. Do you have
So
Black
he,
Diamond?
huh?
Black Diamond? Do you have that?
Ooh, I believe I do.
The
Wasn't
Sybil
that
Danning?
Channing? Was it Channing?
No, Sybil Danning.
Yeah, Sybil Danning, yeah. Now
Yeah.
this
Three
is actually him playing a bad guy, I believe. This is Bill Black himself. Uh
Really?
Brimstone, Angel Avengers. Yeah.
Huh.
And the guy in the blue there, I think, is Bill Black.
Okay.
But
Angel Avengers. How about that?
Uh,
That's very creative.
no, there's Stormy Tempest.
God dang, man. Story Tempest. You know, she had to be doing some adult
Just a couple
films.
more. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they,
Yoka,
they
the
look
Jungle
cool.
Girls.
Look
They're very
cool.
cool.
I
Nice
mean,
packaging. Yeah.
you open them up, and he's got them in like a little thing so they don't
Oh,
rattle around.
little envelope. I
I've
like
watched
that.
every one of these. It's been a
Really
while on some of them. Yeah. If
nice.
you like the cheesy, good girl,
Oh,
Stormy Tempest.
so she's like what, 1,000 feet tall,
Yeah,
fighting
Attack of the
alien
Giantess. Yeah. Look
giantess.
at that. Yeah.
That's funny. You grow that big and she still keeps her clothes on.
One more here.
Interesting. Nyoka. How many is
Fights
Nyoka?
back.
Like 5 of them? Oh, well, that's crazy.
Yeah, there was a lot. I ordered every one he had available, and then the new one was like a moss swamp monster. I'm gonna have to get that and get caught up with
Yeah,
what
you
I don't
should.
own because I
I like to
bought
see that.
most of it. This is an interesting. Oh, and speaking of AC Comics, you're
Oh,
gonna only get to see half of it,
okay.
but that's a
Oh my
1983 promo poster.
Oh, geez. That's got to be worth some money.
So you got, I think I bought it off eBay for about $10.
Oh, okay.
But now that was a few years ago. But got my camera out of focus. But this is the
Yeah.
Shade, and
Yeah.
I have an unpublished Shade #1 cover in there, and then Captain Paragon here.
Okay.
He had his own title. There
Yeah.
was 4 of them come out. I have the unused cover to 5 penciled
Oh,
by Bill
really?
Black. Yeah. And
Wow.
then here's Night Vale again, and then I think that's that Sybil Danning character you were
Black
talking
Diamond.
about
Black
right there.
Diamond. Yeah.
Yeah. And then this was, I believe, Venture or something.
Yeah. Venture. I remember
Yeah.
him.
So this is only half a I mean, if I
That's
took it
cool.
out of this, it'd be a whole poster. But it's a promo poster that was only available
Well, that's great.
coloring things. And then here is, aren't you glad I'm saving the show?
Yeah. Thank you.
Personalized signed by Bill Black. Note
Look at that.
eight.
Oh my God.
And
This
this
is
is a
really
book,
cool.
and inside the book,
Handwritten note. That's
yeah,
special, man. I like that.
handwritten note. He says, "Sorry this took so long. I had to order it from AC Comics." And I'm like, I thought you were AC Comics. But
Yeah.
anyway, and they were out of stock. But here it is at last. Thanks a million for all your support. It's a big help, Bill. And
Excellent.
this is a Frank. I'm sorry it's in here covering up, but this is Frank Frazetta cover under here.
Oh, are you kidding? Really? Let's see that.
Pre code horror. So you
Whoa.
can kind of see the bottom of that. That's Frank Frazetta
Oh,
cover.
you don't want to take it out, I guess. Oh, that's
Yeah,
great,
I
man.
mean, yeah.
Yeah. I like to
I
see it.
have on my own show. Go check it out.
Yeah, check out his show. Yeah.
Yeah, I even have a Spider Man.
Oh, dang. Oh, plushie? What is that? The
Yeah,
thing's
I mean,
popping out of the
this is
corner.
the only thing that Abby has chewed up a little bit. It had a
Uh,
suction cup right here, and she kind of chewed the suction cup
no, he
up
can't
a little
climb
bit.
walls anymore. That's too bad.
No, well, I mean, he didn't climb; he just kind of like hung there, you know.
He just hung out.
But
Yeah.
yeah, this could be used as a weapon. That is
Oh my
plastic, and the
gosh.
head is put on by a twist tie. Look at that.
What the heck, man?
But you could hurt somebody with this
You
thing if you were
could.
a kid and, Mommy, she's
No,
taking my, and
you
beat
can
her to
like
death with that. That hurts, man.
you beat a burglar to death on that thing. No one burgle Rex would beat you with a Spider-Man toy.
No, hell no. I've got a security system from hell.
That's
You know,
good. You
yeah,
should.
yeah. Oh well, hell
You
yeah, man. When you
you have
got
a
riches like
museum.
that, I mean,
You
come
have a
on, man.
museum. A museum
Avengers
of
#4 color guide, first
that's
Silver Age
beautiful.
appearance. Look at
That's
that. You'll
awesome.
never see that. It's a one of a kind item.
Very much so.
You won't see that anywhere else, folks.
No. And Rex's museum.
In Rex's museum.
Yeah.
Hmm.
His
If I were
museum.
to open up a museum, I know right where I would open it up, and that would be downtown on Main Street in the building I used to live in for 8 years before I moved here.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's the building is over 200, well, over 100 years old, and the
Oh,
back part that was later added on was probably completed in 1912, and I lived there in 2012, so
it's 100
that
years.
turned 100 while it was in the building.
Yeah.
That section used to be a barber shop. Now here's another
Wow.
book that was under here holding all that stuff up.
Oh, let's see that.
Batman the Dailies
Oh,
that were in the
dude.
newspaper, 1943 through 44.
I think I may have seen that at a
Yeah.
Second and Charles. Yeah.
Kitchen Sink, I think. Yeah, Kitchen
Yeah.
Sink Press came out with these.
They
They do a
published a
lot of
bunch
those type
those.
things. Look at
I
that.
think they did the Superman one as well, I think.
The
Yeah.
dailies. Yeah,
Those are great.
pretty cool.
And I love those newspaper comics with those superhero stuff in them. Such a wide array. They had the Spider-Man dailies. I remember in the late '70s, all the way through the '80s, and maybe the '90s. I'm not sure.
I got a new George Perez Avengers cover. Would you like to see that?
Oh yeah, let's see that sucker. Let's
Okay,
see.
well, I got a few others at my local comic book shop not too long ago, and let me just get all these DVDs put back up in there.
Oh
I found a few things.
wow.
I don't know if I showed you the. I think I did last week. I think I showed you this.
See
Yeah,
that?
they had a George Perez maybe previously
Yeah,
unpublished.
I remember that one.
That's issue
That's I
2.
love that.
So they started a new Avengers.
Again,
I hate it when they.
number
I,
one. Like why?
here's number 1, a variant cover, I think.
That is cool though. That's like a Chip Kid. Isn't that Chip Kid design?
Probably, yeah, I think it
Yeah.
is. Yeah. hmm So I
I love
got
how
a
you
1
did
and
that.
2. I didn't know what it was. I just bought it for the cover.
Oh, it's beautiful.
You know,
Damn,
and
it's so
then
good.
I had that, which is dope,
Oh, yeah,
from
Plastic
Brian
Man.
Bolland.
Yeah,
That's an older one with Swamp Thing and Plastic Man.
that's
There's a
funny.
team up you don't think about a lot, right?
No,
And then this here, which is I've been seeing some things.
Who,
He looked
who,
interesting.
what character is that?
That is the Vigil.
I never heard of him.
The
Uh,
Vigil. I've heard of
that did,
Tim Vigil.
yeah,
Yeah.
the Vigil. Yeah.
Now, I'm working on a Jack Adler book to get these
Oh, you are. Enemy
signed
Ace.
by Jack
Okay.
Adler.
Is that a Joe Kubert cover? What's that?
It is a Joe Kubert cover,
Okay.
and on
Okay.
the inside, Neil Adams uh, inked Joe Kubert for that one
Oh,
issue.
Oh, that's cool.
And if you look on this, this is an early pull. Right there, it
Oh
says
Lord.
special this issue, but you see it's X out. Story
Oh,
illustrated by Alex Toth. For some reason, he didn't do it, and Neil Adams wound up doing it.
that's interesting.
Yeah, and then here was the first signed
Hey,
X
Hex Allen's here. Hey,
which
Hex.
was
How you doing?
Anthro number 2.
Hey, Mike Walters.
And
Hey.
I like to, when I got these, it's like I want a comic to go with that.
I
So I
know.
bought an Anthro number 2, and it turned out off of eBay. It turned
Mm.
out to be the second highest graded copy out there,
Oh
PGC
wow.
graded. So I
Wow.
was like pretty lucky, because I was
Yeah.
looking for that book anyway. And why not pay a little bit extra and get, the second highest graded copy? Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Ron Lim. I don't know. Are they reprinting stuff? Because didn't they have Silver Surfer Rebirth out before? That's Ron Lim cover.
Yeah, they had that. I remember buying it last year. They
So
put
is
it out
this a
last year.
reissue? It is a second print because it says second
Yeah,
print.
it's a reissue of that. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a
Of the
no,
series?
it's no, actually it's a new story, but they decided to do a
Okay.
rebirth. Yeah, it's from 2021, I think. I remember buying that last year, I believe. It was early last year.
Oh, and you were talking about, I got this handy, so I'll show that
Let's
too.
see what you got.
Signed by Eric Larson. And I like distressed covers. Talk about a golden age feel.
Oh, I love that. I love how he does the golden age stuff.
9.8.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
I always like the oversized villains, you know,
I think
overshadowing the small puny heroes.
I think Eric Larson should do a lot of the golden age style type books. I think he's
Oh
good for
yeah,
that.
he's very square with his
Yeah.
fist and stuff.
Hmm.
If he put a little time into it, he could go very
Good.
Kirby-esque,
Oh, very much so, man. Yeah.
and make it look good, because a lot of his stuff looks rushed now with the Silver Dragon.
Hex says you should get a hat that says "Got Perez."
No doubt. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Right? Where's Matt? I know. Where is Matt? I don't know where he is. I sent him the link. It's been about an hour, guys. I apologize this time if he's not show up. Look, I tried. I mean, he
Well,
said he'd
it took
come
us
on.
3 weeks to get Doc Blaylock on.
Yeah, maybe this will be
So
3 weeks
don't
for
get the
Matt.
T Bunny too quickly.
You know what, T
Matt
Bunny?
Bahr we might have on next week. Who knows?
I'm gonna DM T Bunny to come on next week. Matt Barr, I'll contact him later. He'll be on a future live
That'd probably
stream.
be a first if we had Matt Bahr and T Bunny on the same stream.
He could come in too if he wants. That's fine. We'll have him and T Bunny on one. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
But I
There.
apologize for him not. I don't know where Matt is.
You're spreading misinformation.
Well, I'm trying to get him in. He agreed to come on, and hey, that's his fault, man. I do the best I can. Wait, what is that? Whoa, what was that? As world's finest. Oh yeah, that's at the first issue,
Number 6.
number 6. Wow.
It's a cardboard cover.
Oh my gosh, that's
Cardboard
crazy.
cover. I need to put some of this stuff back up in the safe. I hadn't
Yeah.
even read it. I hadn't even looked at it, folks.
Wow.
But you know what? Even this pressed, whatever,
Hmm.
detached cover, you could get up to a 3.5 on it.
Oh wow.
That's the highest you can get with a detached cover. But I
That
have
would
seen
be.
some CGC graded
Yeah.
3.5 with a detached cover.
I'm gonna have
You
to
wouldn't think you
retitle this
could grade
stream.
that up.
Yeah. But he's not gonna come on tonight. I need to retitle this stream. So
Oh,
I'll
retitle it Rex's Awesome
read.
Collection,
Yeah. There you go.
which I also have.
Oh, look at this. Look at that. See,
These
folks,
are
you
my
can
next comics. In fact, I promise you tonight
yes,
I'm reading these
you should. They're
because
good stories.
I
Yes.
will I'm doing research for our new book.
You dang straight. That should be fun.
Yeah.
Re-
Because Madam X and Nikolai Starr, right? Did I
Uh-huh.
say that right?
That's correct.
Are going to be the
Sorry.
characters, your characters. Sea
Mhm.
Demon's going to be one of mine, and Silver Boa. And we got to come up with a villain too. I got some great villains. I know you do too.
I have a few. Yeah.
Remember the Treasury editions where they would have like what was it? It was Doctor Doom and the Parasite goes up against Superman and Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember that. That was
Yeah,
really
so
cool.
we could each have a villain in there. I don't know.
Yeah, we could.
You know, three of your
Uh,
characters, three of mine. I don't care.
exactly.
You're
Exactly.
drawing it, so you could probably get to pick the villain.
Yeah, I'll have some of your villains in
Just
mind.
don't have a
Just
lame old villain that could be defeated in one swat.
no, 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 no.
Like that psychotic clown. He's easy to
I have some
defeat.
badass villains that no one has really seen before. So that's in
Ooh,
that actually have illustrated in my youth.
Apex,
And
call me. You know,
yes, exactly.
you know. We need to get together and get this project,
We
lined
will.
out what's going to be in, and then you can, I can start to write it,
Huh?
but I need to know all the principal characters, right?
Right.
And so, is
Yeah.
this the only Madam X story there is, and the only Nicola
There's an
Steele
origin. No, there's an origin
star?
issue I produced in 1999. There's a Madam X ashcan. It has an origin,
You
and
don't have that scanned where you can send it to me in a file, do you?
I can
Because I
work on
want to
that.
remain true to the characters.
I'll send you. I can actually print out an extra copy of it for you.
Okay.
A physical cover, even better. You
All
can
right.
read it.
And if
Yeah,
you need some moolah,
yeah,
just let me know.
exactly. Oh, that'd be fun. Okay, cool. Here we go. Do a link here, guys.
I'll trade you. I'll
Is
give you
it?
a Paz or something. You know,
Oh, yeah,
thing.
maybe a book. No, I'm not
A
really a
book.
Pez
He
guy.
wants it. Don't get greedy. A
Not
book.
nothing of valuable.
Oh,
Not
nothing of
highly.
value. I'm
Oh,
sure I got some kind of dog chewed up
I don't know about
piece of
that.
crap thing I want to get rid of. Or coverless. You like coverless comics? They got
You
some
know what?
value. Don't
You know,
discount it.
actually, yeah, coverless would work because I
Yeah.
like to design covers for coverless comics. I could
I
try my hand
oh,
at
that's
it.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually have a golden age that they printed off the cover too. Very
Oh well.
rare. A tre let's see, what was it? Treasure Comics.
Hmm.
And then I've got the next issue actually has an original cover on it, but this other one was a facsimile put over, and you can't tell. It looks brand new. Golden Age.
Right.
They did a a nice
There's
print
the
job
link
on
to my Apex Comics Golden Age
it.
mini comic set and the Cavalcade.
I got all my
$10 each
mighty
postpaid,
mascot
or two
swapped
for
out.
20. Two for 20. I meant to put 2 for 20. I forgot to put 2 for 20 on there. Yeah. It's a good deal. You get
Have you
a bonus gift if you buy two of them,
have
guys.
you ever purchased any foreign comics in your collection, Apex? Foreign
I
comics.
I had a Mexican Batman digest
Okay.
issue.
I've
I
got one from France,
I don't know
a
if I have that
gorilla
anymore.
cover. He's going
Yeah.
up against a gorilla.
Oh wow. Is he lifting the grill over his head?
No, no, I know which one you're thinking of. I think
I
that
have
was
that one.
probably a French artist that drew that.
Yeah.
Let me find what I sent Shadowhawk because I want to discuss this with you if you got a few minutes.
Yeah, no
Um,
problem.
where are we at? Okay, we're just past the hour mark. Um,
I'm going to actually share. Let's do a little bit of a commercial break, guys.
okay.
Here we have this little lady to share.
There we go.
Yeah. God dang it. Oh shoot. I meant to make it big. How do I do that?
Whisper in its ear. No, it'll work. I don't know what you're running that off of. You go down to the bottom there in the square, bottom right hand corner.
Yeah.
See if it'll work.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I gotta do this
All right.
again.
Well, I shared screen with you talking about George Perez.
Oh yeah. Let's do that.
Somebody posted this on the Hulk versus Man thing.
Oh,
Perez.
damn. Oh, I don't
Yeah,
see that.
yeah. Throw us off and make it really
Oh
big
my
so you can
god,
see
that
it
is
really good.
so cool. That is
Yeah.
so great. Wow.
Somebody said, somebody please make that a variant cover.
That's got to be a variant cover. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd buy that comic. Are you kidding?
Oh, why not?
Yeah. They'll
Heck yeah.
probably be riffing on his name for a very long time.
Oh man, George was
If they
the
can
man.
come up with some of that unpublished Perez stuff, they'll be using it. They'll be
Oh
buying
my god.
it.
Of course.
I don't know if that was unpublished, but it certainly
I
was cool.
I have not seen it on any publication, so it may
I've not
be
seen it in anything. Yeah.
something. A new project would be great. Hulk
What
versus
I
man.
wanted to share with you was, and I'm looking for it here in my,
Okay.
I send this stuff to Shadowhawk. Doesn't really get on. My co-host, he doesn't get on. Yeah, I shared this with him. Check this out.
Oh,
Ooh, yeah, I've shared some pretty good stuff with him.
say,
Uh, Here's a swamp thing. Check that out.
is that a Perez
No,
drawing? No, it's
no, that's not a print.
that looks like Aaron Lepresti.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know who
You know
drew
what's
that.
cool about this is the coloring, because it's all
Yes,
kind of shades of green.
it's great.
This shows that you can get good contrast using variants of the same color. I know there's a little yellow there. I know
Hmm.
there's a little brown on the vines, but by and large, it's all green.
We gotta have a Swamp Thing versus Man Thing battle. I would buy that. I would actually would buy it. That'd be
Well, you're
so
going to have to
cool.
draw it, and then you won't have to buy it.
Yeah,
Better still go buy Doc Blaylock's Pride, Blood, and Mud, and you'll get a
Dry
golem
Blood Mud.
that looks
Yeah,
very, yeah.
yes.
Actually, the art. Oh, you know who else that looked like? Um,
So,
Eric Powell.
Eric Powell. Yeah,
He likes to do monsters.
has he drawn a Swamp Thing before? I don't remember him
Now,
doing that.
you were talking public domain comics.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is from Big Bang Comics that you've probably
Okay,
seen. And it
all right.
has the original Swamp Beast, the Heap.
Ooh, oh, damn. There we go. There we go. Let's
Yeah.
look at. Yes, the Heap.
And see, he had like a carrot like nose too.
Yeah, he had a bit of a trunk, didn't he? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was, I don't know what was going on there, but yeah.
that's good. I'm gonna see.
I don't even know all these characters,
So
but I
good.
think maybe Black Owl or the
Uh,
Owl,
the
Black
the Heat.
Terror.
Black Owl looks like Miss Fury. I think. The one with the arrow flying. I don't know who he is. The red suited girl, a green suited gentleman with a cape on. I don't know who that
That's
is. Not
just
some
wrong.
space
That
hero.
one character, though, it looks so
A
gay.
Viking.
I
Yeah,
think that I
like
think
her.
his name is Hard On because the arrow comes from his
What?
crotch area. Looks like a phallic symbol on his chest.
They would
Does it
print that.
not? Does it
They would print
not?
that. Yeah, that's for
Yeah.
the ladies.
Maybe
Yeah,
he's just called the Head. Actually, I do have a character
the
called the Head,
head.
but I've been scared to come out with him. He's like a
Yeah.
head in a jar.
With
People
levitating
think I'm
powers.
kidding right now, but I
Yeah.
really do have a character called the Head.
I have a character called Buddy Holly's Brain. Believe it or not.
There you go.
Yes, it'd be a part
I
of an
shared this.
anthology.
I
Yeah.
shared this Doctor Doom. That's
Oh, that's
awesome.
who drew that?
I knew you were going to ask me that. Um, I had to back up to see.
Um,
It looks like it's a sketch cover.
that looks like an
Let's,
Eric Powell art or
oh,
Daniel
man,
Warren Johnson.
you can see
Maybe
what I. Oh,
I think it was
Dust.
a
She was a cool character. Now
Dusk was good.
from the X-Men. Dust.
Yeah,
She
Ethan
could.
Van Sciver created Dust. Yeah,
Did he?
yeah,
Did he
that's
really?
he did. Yeah,
That's an awesome character, man. She was
yeah.
featured in. He must have got a royalty check on X-Men Evolution every time they used her.
I'm hoping he did. He hasn't already said he did or didn't, but yeah, he did get paid.
Oh
Some
yeah, he'll get paid for every episode she was used in.
yeah,
Oh yeah. Let's
dang
see.
right.
Somehow I skipped over to Hex Allen. Wait a minute. Where am I going?
Huh?
Let's
For
see.
sakes.
It was on. Yeah, I took it down. So let's see. Trying to find that from Carmen
Yeah, Dust
Infantino.
is a she. That's right. Yeah.
Uh, Carmen Infantino came out with a list of 7 things that will help sell a comic cover. Have you seen that?
No, I'm not.
Now that was, way back when, because Carmen Infantino's been passed away for a long
Mm,
time.
in the 90s,
Uh,
right? When did he pass? I forget.
uh, you, you got to call me out on everything. Um,
Yeah, I
that
do.
that Swamp Thing, by the way, was Rodrigo
Okay.
um, Rodrigo Oliveira.
Oh, that was
That
brilliant.
Swamp Thing.
It's a brilliant job.
Yeah, he did a good job. I like the thing. Oh, here it is. Carmen Infantino's 7 things guaranteed to sell a comic.
Mm. You gonna share
Um,
that? Mm,
yep,
cool.
there we go.
Well, we
Um,
can all learn something today.
Gorillas, dinosaurs, motorcycles, a purple background, the city in flames, the
Uh-huh.
hero crying, and a direct question to the reader. For example, what is the startling secret of the seventh superhero, etc.
Hmm.
So
Gorillas, dinosaurs,
what
motorcycles.
I
Yeah.
propose for our project
Yeah.
is that we put a gorilla, a dinosaur, a motorcycle, a purple background, city in flames, the hero crying, and a direct question to the reader. Let's give it a try and see
All
if
at
we
once.
sell.
All
All
at
at once.
once.
All at once. All or nothing, man. We want to crowdfund this thing for about $5,000 or more.
Exactly. We gotta have some money to do this sort of project.
That's
Yeah.
right, man. Well,
Yeah.
and Dust is a she. Yes,
Yes,
she is a
she is
she.
a she.
And
Absolutely.
she's Muslim.
Yeah, she is
She's a
Muslim.
Muslim character, one of the few
Hmm.
Muslim characters within Western comics. Now, I
Yeah.
doubt they even do comics, but maybe they do in the Middle East.
I haven't seen any. I don't know of any. So mm, maybe in
Knowing
hidden
ISIS, they probably, we just
ISIS.
flag it as
Yeah.
propaganda, not comics, but
Right.
you know.
Remember when ISIS was a hero instead of a criminal terrorist organization? Wow.
Oh yeah. And I've got the
That's
complete
something.
collection. I watched it not too long ago.
Joanna
She
Cameron.
never threw a punch. Never.
That's true. I never thought
In
about that.
all the episodes, she never got really physically violent with anyone.
Huh.
Yeah.
I remember she like lifted people off the ground and
Yeah.
fly. That's about
Yeah.
it.
I mean,
Yeah.
stop them, restrain
Yeah.
them. But
A strain.
yeah.
That was it. Yeah.
Um, Shazam, the guy playing Shazam at the time, he appeared in 2 episodes and crossed over with her.
Okay, you talk about the second Captain Marvel guy,
The
the second actor.
Filmation, yeah, Shazam,
Yeah,
the second. Well, I
yeah.
don't know what you
After
call him.
after Jackson Bostwick, when they fired him,
Oh
there
yeah,
was that.
yeah. There was
I
two
like
actually.
I like
Yeah,
Jackson Bostwick was the better Captain Marvel than the
the
other
guy
guy.
that played Billy Batson, he still goes to a lot of
Michael
conventions.
Gray, he's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Michael Gray, you met him, didn't you? Or
No,
did you?
I met Jackson Bostwick. I met the
Okay,
Captain Marvel guy. Yeah, the
was that the
first
guy
Captain.
that got fired or took
Yeah,
over?
no, the guy that got fired
Oh,
because
you the original.
yeah, the original one.
Isn't
Yeah,
that cool? They're making bank on a show
yeah,
that came out
it's
for
1975,
in
74.
1975 for a season or two.
I think it was like 2 seasons, wasn't it? I think it was
Yeah.
2 seasons. Yeah.
Actually, there was a Captain Marvel in the 60s that would
Mhm.
yell split, and he would split into
His
different
limbs was
pieces.
split. That's so hokey. I didn't like him. It's terrible.
You collect it because it's part of comic book history, man. It's Captain
Yeah.
Marvel.
Yeah, that's supposed to sell. I like the
Well, okay,
70s.
maybe it won't sell, but imagine if you were that hero
Yeah,
and you could throw a punch from like 15 foot away,
sure.
where your hand
If
would come
it
off and
would project a
smack somebody.
fist
You'd
and it
love it.
comes
And
back.
all you had to do was split.
Yeah, split my limbs.
Yeah, split your
That's
limbs.
insane. Wow.
I don't know how he decapitated it. Maybe he's an android. I don't know.
I think he's probably an android.
Jim Steranko's was Harvey Comics. His first work was Spy. What was it? Spy something. Where he was like cybernetic. So,
Huh.
it's all part of the James Pond
Right.
spy craze back in the
Right.
60s.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah. I love
I
his
did not know
Outland.
that Ethan created Dust. That's cool.
Yeah. He created
because that's
Dust.
going
Yeah.
to be an endearing character. Because she could, I just got done watching that a few weeks ago, the X Men, Wolverine and the X Men,
Yeah. Yeah.
because I've got it all. And that had an overarching theme of Days of Future Past in it.
You talking about the comics, or is there an animated show?
No, the animated show.
Really,
Oh,
Wolverine
you
and
got to
X
check
Men?
that out. It was great.
Okay.
And Dust was in it, and she was just like, "I'll handle it,"
Oh wow.
and she disintegrates into dust and goes out the window.
Oh wow, that's
She's a
insane.
cool character.
It's cool. It's a great creation.
I mean, if you could, I have a character called Dust Devil like that, and he's part of a '40s. If we like to do some Golden Age, I have Golden Age characters like the Skull Squad,
Oh
and
wow,
Dust Devil's one of them.
that's crazy.
And he's kind of like a Sandman character. But now
Hmm.
in the Skull Squad, everybody has a skull-like face.
Well, yeah, I'd hope so. That's
Yeah,
part of the membership, right?
yeah.
You
His
have a skull
face is
face.
just like a skull that's been out in the desert, for a
Yeah.
long time.
What if you're gonna have a cowhead skull or a horse skull? That'd be great.
Oh
That's
yeah,
part of the
yeah,
team, man. Yeah, once you have a skull, you're in the group. You are in.
yeah.
I'm kind
Do
of
you've been
coloring.
working on the creep,
No,
Annie?
I've been finding this old promo poster I had, an
Oh,
old Apex Graphics. Had the Femme Fatale Executor kind of lumped in like a little
yeah.
ad thing. They might like coloring it just for kicks to see what it looks like in color.
You got the Seattle Space Needle there.
Yeah, the Space
Yeah,
Needle. It's all done in the, of course, the former great
that's
city of
because it was
Seattle.
in the story, right?
It's in the story, definitely. Yeah,
Yeah, because you
Femme
do
Fatale.
you live in Seattle?
I did at the time.
Did you give
Yep.
her a '70s bush in the crotch there? What
No, no,
is
no,
that?
no. It's a part of the suit. It's just a
All
shadow.
right, all right, okay,
She's
just
she's
saying.
clothed. It's a jumpsuit. It's a real
I don't
tight
know. You
jumpsuit.
back it up, it looks like a '70s bush. I don't
Oh
know.
no. Oh
Looks
no,
like
I can't
pube
do
hair
that.
to me on the
Don't get
outside of the
stuck on
costume.
YouTube. Oh my god.
I'm
You showed some.
sorry.
No, it's a jumpsuit, guys. It's a
Well, it's been a
jumpsuit.
fun year and a half co-hosting. I'm sorry.
Right?
Bad boy. Bad boy.
So bad.
Yeah.
Oh, so much for
You
Matt and my
cannot have
anger.
it. If you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding.
You can't have any pudding if you
Jello
don't
pudding
eat your
pop.
meat.
Blah. Remember
Kids.
Bill Cosby doing that? Uh, uh,
He
the
made his
Jello
living doing
pudding
those
pops
things.
or whatever. Blah. He would say,
Oh yeah, I get paid so much money doing those things.
"Hey,
And
hey, hey, hey! It's
Coca-Cola
Fat
and
Albert."
Jello pudding pops, and he had to discredit himself by trying to narc up some women.
Yeah,
Narc up with that's too bad.
yeah,
So much for his contracts. Oh well.
yeah.
Stand-ups were
Allegedly,
awesome.
that goes all the way back to the '60s. So he's doing
Yeah,
it as from a young man on. So that's a long time.
I love his comedy though. His stand-up comedy is so
They
great.
they had that fake Spanish fly back in the '80s, that you'd put
Yeah,
in people's drinks.
they
It
don't
didn't
work.
work. It
They
didn't
don't
work.
work.
Yeah, it's probably water,
That's
a
some
little
spiced up
flavoring. I
water.
don't know.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
Nah, it's
that's
insane.
scary when you think you go to a party and somebody puts some
Yeah, get
knockout stuff
Mickey'd.
in your drink
Yeah,
and
knock me out. I'm
and then
like,
take
man, where
advantage
am I?
of you. That's scary
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, these poor girls,
I
man.
did prison ministry and I met many of you know sexual offender in there, and it's not.
Wow.
They don't have it easy in there. It's
No.
In fact, the one that I used to, they had their own pod by themselves because the other inmates, if they get to them,
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
they're done.
yeah, they're
Toast.
done.
Pretty darn much.
Yeah,
And of course, here's a reference type to issue number one from Femme Fatale. Femme Fatale number one. I kind of colored a little bit. This be like a virgin cover, but without the titles on it.
and who is the cat-like character?
Caracal, Angel
Sure.
Fire, and Mongoose.
And
Femme
what is
Fatale.
Caracal's cat-like powers or whatever?
Well, she's like it's almost like the Beast, but
Okay.
Feral. She's very feral, high jumping,
Yeah.
enhanced strength,
Athletic. Yeah.
ferocity, athletic. Yeah.
With that said, your character in yellow there looks a lot like a cross between Hellcat and Medusa.
Yep. Mongoose, super
Yeah.
speed, martial artist. Yeah.
There you go.
And Angel Fire.
Angel
Heavenly
Fire. Now, what
healing.
is Angel Fires?
Powers of healing, force fields, energy blasts, and
That's cool.
Flight. Yeah, she want to
Yeah.
fly.
Very Phoenix like there. That's pretty cool.
Very, yeah, very
Yeah.
Phoenix like, yeah,
Yeah. I like that she's standing on her boobie.
yeah, isn't that great?
Yeah. Right there, just positioned just right.
Just right.
Yeah. Adds some
Exactly.
stability. Yeah, that's good that you're
Okay.
coloring that old piece or whatever.
Yeah, it's from like
It's
1996. Isn't that crazy?
is
It's
that the
fine.
original or is that
No,
a
no,
copy?
it's a print. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a print. The colors have faded a bit on this print, so I
Oh,
I
okay.
actually put some new marker. You can
Yeah.
see the bleeds on the back.
Did you
You know.
change any colors or anything on this
No,
new version?
I just made it pop out more.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it was
mean you do an
faded.
awesome job with
Thanks.
the marker.
Markers. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do
When
you
this
use any Copics?
I've got a few. I
Because
like the
Copics
Prisma
are
colors.
expensive.
Yeah, they draw out too fast.
Yeah,
In my
they
life.
do. The ones that I
Yeah.
bought dry
Mm.
out way fast.
Prisma colors, Artist Loft. That's what I use, and Blix. That's what I
Yeah.
normally use. Yeah. Copics, I have no luck with them. They're too expensive, and I like a Prismacolor better than I do Copics. That's just my thing.
Have you ever tried to get on Shay's underground auction to sell something?
You know, I've I put it in a chat last night saying, "Well, that's funny. I maybe one of these days I'll come back on an auction on Shay's channel, maybe in 2025."
Yeah.
She goes, "Well, you can DM me. We've been looking for artists, but somehow we got that they got filled up." And it's like, "That's fine." You know?
Oh, I mean, they do that. Like on the last one, I saw Death
Yeah,
Metal Hero
yeah,
Luke post the underground auction, and I jumped on it and said, "Hey, I'd be interested in coming on that," and I did last
right,
time.
yeah.
Today's I didn't even know about till today, and I
I
know
hate
they
that.
do it quarterly and send out stuff.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you got to sign up for that thing maybe like a month ahead of time to get a
You do.
slot.
I didn't even find out until like last night. I'm like, "What? They haven't had an
Yeah.
auction? What the hell?"
So,
Yeah. Oh well.
and it helps to be in their DM group too. I'm sure they
I
know.
was in her DM group. I don't
I
know how
never
I got
go in the DM groups though.
bounced out for
Who's
some
got
reason.
time, man? We got comics to create.
I know. We got
You
work to
know,
do.
I've got ideas pouring out my ears, Apex.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Hex
Absolutely.
Allen's he's very stingy. He's very selfish. He
Why is
said,
that?
Rex, save some ideas for us. So, no.
No, idea pops in, you just gotta take advantage of it.
Yeah.
There's
I
ideas
mean,
all the time. You gotta
I
have
want to
original ideas.
hey man, I want a similar character for just about every character out there. Why not? If it's a
Yeah,
viable character. And I
yeah.
eventually want to use some of those public domain characters that you're talking
Mhm.
about.
Right.
Eventually.
I just create my own. Really, I hardly ever use a public domain character in my file. Really, I don't. Except the only one I've used is from Timely was USA Defender. Uh,
A lot of
they
people don't know
the
this,
Defender.
Apex,
Yeah.
but Daredevil, the original
Mhm.
Daredevil, blue and red
Right.
costume that probably influenced, was it Johnny Quick, Johnny Thunder, something from Charlton?
Mm,
And now DC owns the character.
yeah.
He had the blue and red, he had the blonde hair, no mask, and I don't
Oh,
think,
it
and
was Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt. Was
Thunderbolt.
it Johnny Thunderbolt?
No, actually, it was
Or was
originally a
it
Charlton. It was originally a Charlton character
right? It's Thunderbolt. You're right.
by
Eh,
by Pete
Now, see,
Morrison.
that costume was
Yeah,
inspired by the original Daredevil. You know it
it
was.
was. It was.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
because he's got a red and blue costume split too. But
yeah.
what people don't know is the very first Daredevil story that came out,
Mm,
he had a black and white costume. And
okay.
I want to do a Daredevil story, but with him in the black and white costume.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Because that
Huh.
nobody's ever revisited that costume since that first story.
No,
And
that's actually.
then we'll work in the blue and red costume.
Well, you may have to call him something else besides Daredevil
Well,
because
yeah,
Marvel.
you will
Yeah,
because it's
yeah,
copyrighted by Marvel. If
not
if I
Marvel.
don't want to assist and desist
Mm,
order,
right.
or lawsuit.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Nope. There's
Uh,
so many names
well,
we could
like I
use.
said, he's been Red Devil, Death
Hmm.
Defying Devil. Who else? Just all kinds of.
Yeah,
Somehow Eric Larson he calls him Daredevil, even on the
he did.
cover. I mean,
Yeah, he
so I don't
did.
know how he gets away with that.
Well, it's a different look to the character, and it's a different character altogether. You
I
can have a Sandman and a Sandman from Marvel,
I
two
met
different
Eric
characters.
Larson when he was a nobody. I
Yeah,
mean, a nobody in 1985. He was a nobody sitting there trying to sell that one Megaton issue that
yeah.
had his character Savage Dragon in it, the very first appearance of Savage Dragon.
I
He
think it was
had
called.
two toes on his foot, two
Yeah,
toes.
Two
So, and
Toes.
a little bitty fin, not this big one that you see now.
Right.
So he
I think they called
modified
him.
that character over time.
I think he called him the Dragon at the time before the
Yeah, the
Savage.
dragon. He wasn't known as the
Yeah,
Savage Dragon, but
right.
just the dragon. Yeah. And I
Savage
took a
Dragon
look
sounds
at it. He
better.
only wanted $2.
Wow.
Sadly, I didn't buy it.
Damn, you
I said,
should have.
well, I look, you know, because I was really focused on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I was getting
Oh,
like
yeah.
Don Chen's radioactive black belt hamsters
Mm,
and some of those other crazy, wacky things, the gerbils, the kangaroos, all kinds of stuff. But not
right.
just that. I got boy comics. I got my first Golden Age comics in my collection. I got some boy comics. I was buying those with Daredevil in them for
Mm,
$5 a piece.
wow.
And they were like in fine condition, fine minus, maybe. I don't know. Maybe
Dang,
fine condition.
that's pretty good.
Yeah. And I got Young Men comics that had Submariner and uh, Bucky and Captain America and Toro and Human Torch. They had 3 features in them. Young Men comics 25 through 28, I think, or 29. There was
Yeah,
5 issues. Um,
the pre-invaders, in other words, those guys. Yeah.
yeah. And they also had a comic Atlas had in the early 50s around that time,
Mm.
Men Comics, I believe, and they had 2 issues that had that lineup. And I
Oh
said,
wow.
wow, if I'm going to get some Golden Age, I want to get these
You should.
because they have Submariner, they have
Mm.
Captain America and Bucky, and Toro and Human Torch. What else could you want?
Oh man.
You know?
Yeah. Cross says Daredevil. The name word would be public domain due to it being a common word for a person doing risky task. Yeah. Okay, I get that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
could you put, I don't think you could use Daredevil with the original Daredevil look.
You probably could. Well, Eric Larson got away with it, and why not?
I don't
I,
know, man. That's Eric
you know,
Larson. I don't know how he does it.
he has
He's
connections.
he's actually featured Daredevil in not just this issue of Savage Dragon, but and what was cool is he had the claw there too.
The claw,
Uh,
yeah.
the claw or yellow claw, whatever it was called.
I did a
I think
drawing of that
I
back
think
in
Marvel's
'95.
was the yellow claw, but yeah.
Yeah, I gotta dig
Uh,
up some old
the
stuff.
original, I mean, there's so many cool characters like Silver Streak
Yeah,
and
that's the speedster. Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm,
and the Black Terror, of course. We've seen that in
mhm.
Indiegogo.
Terror in the trenches.
Terror in
I
the
ordered.
Trenches.
I should be
That's
getting a
delivering
package
right
from
now.
Von
Yeah.
Klaus.
Did
Uh,
you back that one?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you backed anything recently?
Except for Doc Blade. Oh, Cyber Frog, the third one. I got the
Oh, you've already
20,
got that coming? Red Extermination?
24. Yeah, the 24-hour and the Dale Keown Dark Harvest.
Oh, the 24-hour cover?
Yeah, that and the Dale Keown Dark Harvest cover, the
Okay, so you
two
jumped on
books.
that early. Okay.
I had to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Shadowhawk's gonna back it, but he couldn't get
big
the
time.
24 hour, you know. I
Vikras
hate
is that?
24-hour books because
I know.
I
I,
know
I
they're good incentive, but if you're like, it's Thursday and you get paid on Friday, you're out of luck, you know.
yeah.
Um, I would do maybe a 72-hour book, for 3 days up there.
Right.
But
Daredevil has
24 hours, I want everybody to get it.
yeah, exactly.
It's still going to be rare, folks.
Damn right.
There has
Definitely.
not been one CG book out that I would say is not rare. Well, what about Cyberfrog? All right,
Well,
let's say he did 25,000 print run. That's
he just
minuscule, folks.
that is
Let's say he did 50,000. That's still low print run.
it is.
And Marvel has so hurt their brand. Amazing Spider-Man, when I had my comic shop in the early 80s, maybe a quarter to a half a million copies a month.
Wow. That's
Now,
mm,
60,000.
yeah. That's
60
still
stinking thousand. And that's
hmm
for the most popular character in the world. F
yeah.
Superman, F Batman, it's Superman. I mean, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
And I'll tell you why I came to that conclusion. In 1983, comics
Yeah,
they were in a lull.
they were.
Now,
Yeah.
Jim Shooter had come in Marvel, and he got the trains to run on time, but still, the market
Mhm.
was.
Oh
Thank
yeah.
you, Jimmy Carter, you piece of. Anyway,
Yeah.
rest in peace,
Exactly.
and you're not even dead yet. What's
Yeah.
taking him so long? I mean, he was in hospice. How long's he
Yeah.
been in freaking hospice now? 2 months?
Was he like 98? How was that guy?
Yeah, right. I mean, he's embalmed already. But
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't got any animosity except that
I
he's a
don't. Mm.
Democrat and that he's got
He's a
anyway.
terrible president. Yeah.
And you know what? I don't hate Democrats. I just hate stupidity. But anyway,
Yeah.
um, uh, yeah, comics were in a lull. And I went around to every table in the convention, and this one guy said, "Bling." He
Huh.
said, "The only thing we're trading for or buying right now is early Ditko Spider-Man. Why?
Oh.
Because even in hard times, that will sell to collectors like hotcakes.
Oh yeah.
That tells me F Superman,
Yeah.
F Batman, Spider-Man sells when nothing else is selling.
It's true.
And it's not just that it sells, but the dealers want to buy it because they know they can turn it
Yeah.
even at a marked up rate.
Mm-hmm.
People want those early. At least that's the way it was in '83 at the
Oh
first
yeah.
convention I went to.
Yeah.
Memphis Comics first convention, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Even.
a little known fact, very little known, the 2 years later in '85 they had another one in Memphis,
Wow.
and both of them were at the Peabody Motel with the
Really.
ducks. With the ducks,
The
okay.
ducks.
And there was cosplayers. The first cosplayer I saw was this barbarian woman getting on one of the uh elevator, or I mean, yeah, the elevators to go up to the D&D level because
Oh
they were
wow.
above the comic floor.
That
And
sounds.
my tongue went blah, you know. But anyway, I
Yeah.
mean, scantily clad armor,
Oh,
and
I bet
like,
she looked
whoa,
awesome.
is that your
Wow.
sword, or are you happy to see me? Anyway,
Yeah. There you go.
anyway, John Fernandez, that Drew Devil flyer, um, which will be coming out soon.
Oh, cool. Can see
Spoiler.
an announcement.
No announcement. No spoiler.
I
You'll have to
remember this guy. Ha, the
agree.
creep.
Yes, licking women.
Yes.
Jello pudding pop. Blah.
Ah.
Anyway, John Fernandez drew and entered a contest for the Son of Kong 2. That's what it was called. The
Really?
first one was called Kong, I think.
Yeah.
Kong, Kong, and the second one was Son of Kong. And he designed the T-shirt and won. He still got
Wow.
one of those T-shirts. I never got a shirt.
According to Flashcast, Indiana Jones 5 box office got worse. Heads roll at Disney. Yeah, no surprise, according to Yellow Flash.
Well, they still got money from something.
They did. Well, I guess they got my money, but you know what? I like Harrison Ford, so there,
Right. Well, I
Well,
do too, but
yeah.
I had the first movie he was in. Do you know what that was?
That was before American Graffiti, right?
By about a decade.
Well, it was the one in 1974, right? When was his first
Oh,
movie?
did that come out in 74? So not quite a decade. Maybe 1966 with James Coburn. He was in a
Wasn't
James Coburn movie.
he had a bit? He had a bit of an
He had a
extra.
bit part, and he was like calling Mister, and
He was in a
was
hotel uniform. Yeah, I
yep,
remember that. What's the
yep,
name of that movie though?
circus something I don't
It
know.
was in like Flint. It was at Our Man Flint, was it?
No, it wasn't in one of the two Flint movies.
I love those Flint movies. Those are
Yeah,
great.
that was takeoff of the James Bond craze.
Yeah. Journey
Journey
to
to
Shiloh.
Shiloh. No, that
Was
was
it?
not it.
No.
No. Am I gonna have to prove myself?
Somebody in the chat who's
And he
brilliant.
might
Come
be
on.
right. I mean, I've heard though that the first movie he was in was the bit part that he had more than one line,
Yeah,
but
he did.
yeah, he played
Wow.
what would you call a bellhop or something?
He was a bellhop. Yeah.
I don't know, the guy that comes in and saying, calling Mister, you got a telephone call or whatever, and
Yeah. Yeah.
brings
He
the
was a
phone to
bellhop.
him. Yeah. No cell phones back then.
1966. No,
No, stop. Look, man, we're only a few years away from stone tablets and chisel, folks. Look,
it's true.
we grew up without cell phones, and we came out all right,
Yeah.
relatively. We read comics, for God's sake. We
That's right.
entertained ourselves. We played with sticks and stones.
Yeah. Played ball.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
you go.
baseball. Yeah.
Football.
Basketball.
Basketball.
Football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All those.
Yeah.
Dodgeball. It's fun. Yeah.
Dodgeball. Oh God. Dodgeball. They made that into a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. You guys like, subscribe, ring bell for notifications. I will DM Matt Bahr. I want to DM T Bunny for next week. See if he wants to promote his book, and I'm
Absolutely.
sure he'll do it. Oh, here we
Yeah.
go. Black Cat says Journey to Shallow was Harrison Ford's first movie. James Caan and Michael Saracen were the
I'm going to have
stars.
to look up that James
All right.
Coburn movie
Thanks,
for you,
Black
man.
Hat.
I just don't think that. What year was that?
What year, Black Cat, was that?
Was it before 66? I'm thinking that one with that I was talking about was
think it was.
1966.
Yeah, it was. I
And
remember that
he
scene.
quit acting or was he was carpenter. He was a
Yeah,
carpenter and did
he was a
other
great-
jobs in
he's a
between
good
acting
carpenter.
jobs.
He could
Before
build
he
those
was doing carpentry work, kind of like Tom Baker was doing stuff like that construction before he got his Doctor
Yeah.
Who.
He did.
And
Yeah.
before he got Star Wars, he was doing carpentry.
Yeah.
In fact, he might have worked on some Hollywood sets. I don't know.
I think he did.
Yeah, I think he did.
Also built his ranch house, I think.
And he
It's
had
his
that
own
scar
designs.
right there on his chin. I've got a scar
Mhm.
right there on my chin. Well, it was right
Yeah.
here under his lip, wasn't it? Very
I think
distinct.
it was. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
Now it's just a wrinkle. He's so old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a wrinkle.
Yeah. He needs to de-age that thing so we can see the scar he's got under
Yeah.
his lip. Yeah.
Actually, that movie wasn't that bad, really. I mean, it was a bit cringy with that Phoebe Water Bridge. I mean, they could.
I'll try and look up that Flint tomorrow, and I'll announce
I
the
like
movie
it.
name. I've
Our
got it
Man
in there
Flint.
somewhere.
I love that. I love those two Flint movies, man. James
Oh, those
Coburn,
were fun. I've got those.
favorite
Yeah.
movies.
It was the 60s, baby. A lot of things were happening. But
yeah.
Major announcement tomorrow on the show. Major announcement.
Yeah.
I don't
Catch it.
exaggerate. Last major announcement I had, I discovered I had a new family. I don't say major announcement lightly.
That's very major.
Yeah,
Well,
if
yes,
it's not major, I don't
another
hype it up.
major
It's not
from
hyperbole with me.
Devil
When I say
Fireworks.
I have a major announcement tomorrow on the show, I mean it's going to be a major
It's
announcement.
gonna be big. It's gonna be
It's
huge.
going to be big. It's going to be
It's gonna
epic.
be big. It's
It's
gonna be
going to be
great.
huge. It's going to be
Major
coming to
announcement.
your doorstep soon.
Devil Flyer Rex has a major announcement tomorrow. 4 o'clock shadow. Catch it tomorrow.
That's right.
Yes, President Trump will catch it. Yes, sir.
Yeah, did you hear, Apex? I'm related to not one, but two presidents.
Who are you related to?
And related to, well, uh, was it Hamilton that died within 33 days
I
after
think
33
so.
days of accepting the presidency?
Maybe.
Related
Yeah.
to him. I'm related
Okay.
to the 9th and the 29th. Go look it up.
Hmm.
Presidents. And a signer of the Declaration of Independence who was former governor of Virginia. And if he was the governor of Virginia around that time, he probably knew George Washington and other founding fathers. Knew them all. He was a signer.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
something.
I
That's
know. I
pretty
got
great.
Viking blood.
You do.
Death Metal Hero's not the only one that's got Viking blood in it. Now I know I've got Viking blood.
You have it. Yeah.
Woo! There are a
I'm
lot of redheaded folks.
I'm a Scottish
You
Texan.
know.
What can I say?
Oh, and we
Robert the
got some
Bruce.
Irish
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. There you
Yeah.
go.
That's probably where we get our temper and drink from.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell
Yeah.
you what. Stay tuned. Subscribe to Devil Flyer Rex, Devil Flyer Momentum, and sub to my channel if you haven't already. We'll see you next time in another video and next week on another episode of Apex After Dark. So until then, ciao for now and keep collecting.
Keep collecting.
Bye.